We are having Mr. Uday Vankavla. Mr. Uday Vankavla is currently CEO of Atal Incubation Center, Rambhau Malgi, Prabodhni. So he is having a varied of experience. Mr. Uday, are you there? Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us for this program. So we are happy to interact with you. आज सुबह 10 बजे से हम सब लोग लगे हुए हैं और ये पूरी मैराथन चल रही है जिसमें कि स्टार्टअप्स फाउंडर्स आ रहे हैं, academic institutions are joining, students are joining, and parallelly we are maintaining a bandwidth of century people either through Zoom platform and either through the various social medias. So, so now the baton is with you and Sahu sir, and it is always difficult for the people who is going to play at last. So we are going ahead in the discussion. The discussion point related to things is like changing responsibilities of incubation center. So we will start discussion from Mr. Uday. So you have worked with the you have worked on various platforms. You have experienced lots of activities in the startup ecosystem. So first, starting point from you, that how this particular ecosystem is now growing up, how the government is supporting this particular initiative, how the startups are taking up these things ahead, and how the academic incubators and private incubators are taking up the role for facilitating these startups. Over to you, Mr. Uday.
Thank you so much, Avinash ji. Really appreciate. It's been really wonderful to be on this platform, and it's good to know that it's almost a century in terms of participation by everyone through different platforms. So I believe virtual, that's the kind of a key word now. And I hope everyone is safe and fine. These are difficult times. And let's stay positive in a way in our thoughts. And the way I believe AIC Pinnacle is contributing to the ecosystem. Congratulations to the entire team over there for putting in such an effort.
Thank you.
I can see a couple of known names out here. Dr. Suhas Gajre is there. Wonderful to see. I believe we have Dr. Aditya. We have Dr. Seema. Yeah, I mean, it's a Dr. Madhu, I believe there is Dr. Shivaji as well. So wonderful. I think it's a small ecosystem, and we have been a part of this for quite some time now. So coming back to your question, Avinash, that how this has been in the last few years and how academic incubators have played a role, or maybe, I mean, I very well understand that AIC Pinnacle, that's not an academic incubator. AIC RMP is also not an academic incubator. But surely, I mean, it plays a very vital role and it's been changing. So let me start off. I've got certain pointers out here. So the first thing, what it was, maybe 8 or 10 years back, was we just had one or two institutions. So we had DST, Department of Science and Technology. I'm talking almost like 2010, 11, when we had Department of Science and Technology and a couple of others being there in the ecosystem. Now, what has happened in last few years is now we have Startup India, Stand Up India portal. We have Atal Innovation Mission. We have BIRAC. We have state government of India, different initiatives to different states. Really encouraging entrepreneurs. And I would put them into two parts. I believe that each and everyone plays a very critical role. So there is idea to lab, and then there is lab to market. I think academic incubator play a wonderful role in idea to lab because of the infrastructure that they have, because of the technology support that they can provide, and these are to the young innovators as such. I think that's been really amazing. So that's one particular point I really wanted to drive. The second is about the grants and seed fund opportunities. I believe that now with Invest India, Startup India seed fund coming through, and through other government supported organizations as well, that's been really amazing. So everyone should take a note of that and ensure that they use those particular schemes. There was a lack of ecosystem and risk-taking abilities as well. I think that's also very important within this entire scenario, that it wasn't a kind of ecosystem. I could listen to a couple of your incubatees and they were talking about the information, and they don't have to really search for any other sort of a platform, because AIC Pinnacle Forum can provide those sort of information quickly. I think that's also the kind of a change which I believe that the startup ecosystem did not have earlier. Now under MATI, under DST, under AIM, under one roof, we get all the information and we can pass it on to our incubators, which wasn't handily available. The fourth part is, and which is the most important part. Now we see the stories of unicorns coming out of incubators as well, right? So that's where I think a few years back we didn't have the unicorns. Now we have in tens, which is almost like touching every week. I think around a couple of months back we had almost like 13 unicorns sort of in 2 consecutive weeks being announced. I think a few of them are stories from incubators as well. So what that means is it gives confidence to incubation ecosystem as well, which wasn't there earlier. That hey, when you start your journey from an incubation center, I think most important part is the validation and the credibility which incubation centers provide. So those are the most important thing. And I think the last but the most important thing, the incubation centers themselves are more of like startups themselves, right? So they keep on evolving and changing their particular sort of offerings and services based on the needs of the entrepreneurs. And I think that's what I've seen a lot of incubators pivoting and then moving on to what startups require the most. And that's where I believe that flexibility and the adaptability, that's the key out there. And we have been doing pretty fair over there in terms of understanding the needs of the startup and providing them rather than coming up with offerings which any particular startup would do. So we are really covering the pain points of our entrepreneurs and ensuring that they get the required support. And that's where I believe academic incubators have been playing a very vital role within that in scouting for the talent and giving us to giving those talent to certain other incubators over a period of time. And I think the last but the most important thing is the co-incubation. I think we are in the sort of a world wherein collaboration is the kind of a key word, and we really need to co-incubate or joint incubate few of the startups. Because I believe that a particular incubator can extend or offer services to a limited level of resources. The other incubators can come in and then add more offerings or more value add to the other incubator as well. So I think these are just my thoughts around the incubation space.
Great, Udayji, to hear all your overall thoughts on the current ecosystem and how this particular ecosystem is developing. So coming to you, Dr. Sahu, so you are leading one of the government organization, and that too in the niche area, that is the IP domain. So Government of India launched its IP policy in 2016. I request all the participants to please mute. Yeah, so Government of India launched its IP policy in 2016. Then we are witnessing the startup and innovation policy. So these things are taking up shape now. So earlier DST used to do lots of activities. Then Atal Innovation Mission came into picture. Now I think in current scenario, all the ministries are having some or other kind of provision, different kind of provisions related to different schemes. Ministry of Social Justice is also having some kind of provision. Ministry of Science and Technology is also having some kind of provision related to all, for connecting all this, for creation of all this kind of ecosystem. So we would like to hear from you that how the government policies are taking up shape in current scenario, how the incubation centers earlier last 10 years ago, and how the things are going up in next 10 years. So what is your view on this?
Thank you, Abhinashji. Good afternoon, all. It is a privilege for me to joining in this great forum, and I'm really amazing to hear some of the great leader of the Mother India today. I will say to the startup leader. In fact, my previous speaker, Udayji, I was fascinating to see him. His face is quite similar to our Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra. So I think. So great to connect with you, sir. But let me, Abhinashji, I will just like to pinpoint some of your observation, what you are seeking from my mouth as a responsible citizen of the nation. So yesterday you might have seen in the media, Government of India, Honorable Prime Minister of India came out with a Department of Cooperation, and rightly Udayji told collaboration. So we have excellent ecosystem of startup today in India, but the way you are doing, the way Udayji is doing, as far as his platform is concerned, that is an enabling ecosystem. And let me tell you, in this Augusta forum, I visited many engineering college, many university. I think I have visited more than 400 university in the country. If you'll go to see and you will ask any professor concerned who is looking after incubation and all these things, and for visiting their center, particularly incubation center, I'm not telling that there is a lack of enabling ecosystem. Actually, there is a mindset. We have to change our mindset as per the changing paradigm of innovation ecosystem globally and nationally. India today, as you told, national IPR policy, I would like to pinpoint some of my own observation with my thought process before all of you. Today, China is number one globally, ahead than US, Japan, Germany on monopoly intellectual property protection, and we are nowhere. You go and see, and also the Global Innovation Index. So my point today is that we have a lot of program, excellent ecosystem, but we need to create our ecosystem. That ecosystem is enabling, accessible, adaptable, and available to the common people at root. And that's why Honorable Prime Minister of India yesterday came out the Department of Cooperation. That cooperation, collaboration, and coordination is lacking in India as far as this mission and vision of self-reliance is concerned. So other than this, India, we have CSIR, largest lab, 39 lab in various sector. And in recent time, COVID time also, they have given the oxygen concentrator to the nation, to the MSME. But how we are connecting this lab to the land, mine to the market, or bench side to the bedside, that is very, very important. Bringing Lakshmi and Saraswati together is need of the hour in the changing paradigm of the policy ecosystem in India. So IPR infringement is many more than in the startup. Every day, some of my startup friends used to tell, "अरे यार मेरा वो logo का problem हो गया. I registered the logo, but I got an infringement suit." The other day, I got a call from one of the startup from South only. "Sir, this is the problem I am facing." So point today is, today in the knowledge intensive ecosystem, infringement is biggest challenge to the startup and to the nation, and that's why India has been kept a priority watch list by the Department of Trade of US Department. That is called Special 301 provision before India. So these are the challenge. These are the thing we need to adopt, help to startup, because startup are new, young baby. They do not have financial issue, because in IPR protection there is a financial liability. How we can join hand, and we are fortunate and we are blessed that we are supporting many startups free of cost in protecting their intellectual property in the form of patent, trademark, design, copyright, and some of the startup has got excellent funding from Government of India, PSU funding, and they are mitigating the many risks of the nation and contributing to the nation building. So I'm really grateful that the program is very, very need of the hour. We need to deliberate and discuss, and also there should be a constructive criticism, because we must not always tell that we have an ecosystem, but how our ecosystem is effective to the common people. And if you'll go to any engineering college, I visit the engineering college, some of the college, many of the college. If I'll ask about incubation center to the principal or director, they told, "Sir, our incubation center is there, but it's not." If you'll pursue and push them, कि I wanted to visit, एक दो computer होता है और कुछ नहीं होता है. So I think you people are blessed, and you are doing something out of box. That's why you are today openly saying to this forum that how we can create an ecosystem of collaboration, and collaboration is need of the hour as far as the bringing mind to the market is concerned. And I think, thank you, Avinash ji, for giving me, and I mean, any query, I'll certainly look into that. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sahu sir, for enlightening us related to all these thoughts. But through this forum, I would like to say thanks to all the government officials. So gone are the days जब हम कॉल करते थे या फिर हम जानने की कोशिश करते थे, मिलना चाहते थे किसी गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल से, एंड उसको काफी टाइम लगता था. So now it's just a minute and just a mail. We are writing mails to government officials. We are all getting all the responses very immediately, as we are interacting with lots of ministries on day-to-day regular basis. So everyone is supporting in all aspects. Thanks a lot to all the government officials and government departments through this forum. So coming to Mr. Uday, you are also leading one of the Atal Incubation Center, a premier incubation center in the country. So let's have some discussion. Let's have some thought on this. That we are staying in Mumbai, Pune, lot. These are the developed cities of the country where this kind of ecosystem is getting developed. But if we will talk about the tier 2 cities, we will talk about the rural areas of this country, which is the huge part of this country. So what is your thought on this, that how this particular rural or semi-urban ecosystem will grow? So what can be the key steps which can be taken? And as a leading incubators, as a leading private backed plus industry backed AICs, we all are the leading in the country. So what should be our role in this?
No, good that you really raised this particular question. I still remember almost around 2017, 18, 4-5 years back, I traveled almost 25,000 kilometers all across India, mainly tier 3, tier 4 cities, you name it, central and western part of India. And what I realized was everyone was talking about rural entrepreneurship and saying that, hey, there needs to be an ecosystem. And when I went there, I'm talking about all smaller towns. So these are like Jabalpur, Gwalior, Nashik, all those particular cities. So what I really realized, I'll just share my experience that what it was at that point of time and what it is. I believe that incubation center and this all jargons or terminologies, एक particular चीज तक सीमित है. I think that doesn't mean that rural India doesn't produce entrepreneurs, right? I mean, we have examples like Zohos, and the founder of the Zoho that is coming from a village. And my point out here is what they require is the support system. Even if it's not incubation center, if they get the right information and if they get those right access to the schemes and different opportunities that are being provided, that's good enough. Because most of the times when you say incubation centers, तो एक दिमाग में वो वैसे रहता है कि आप क्या create करने वाले हो incubation. Because so that's one of the reasons rather our incubation center that's based in Thane, Uttan, which is Keshav Srushti, and we said that incubation center जब भी अगर कोई rural वहाँ से आ रहा है तो हम कैसे? So you can see out here, it's Atal Pratibha Poshan Kendra. What that really means is we scout for good talent and pratibha all across the India, and we provide them the enough kind of feeder. I mean, in a way that how we can really support them. So my point out here is you need support ecosystem. Incubation center, that's just one terminology out there. The other thing I believe we really need to have more and more cases and such success stories coming out of those rural places. I think we have taken a couple of efforts around that, and we have few incubatees that are working in the tourism sector at Palghar, which is a kind of a place near Mumbai. So this particular gentleman runs a startup that's called as Java Tourism, and we back him. We back him just on the basis of his attitude and the passion with which he comes in with. I think that is what you really need to provide and create those set of examples or cases. I think if you have built that, then that's the solution around it. Because what's going to happen is the rural guys are going to get motivated. The rural ecosystem is going to get built through that. And the only thing that you really need to do is scout for those talent and entrepreneurs and give them a sort of a right platform. I think it's not a rocket science. You can really, and incubation or co-working spaces, if that's not there, I mean, that's not something really required. As Dr. Sahu also rightly pointed out, what is required is the right mindset, right? I mean, if at all at rural places as well, you can say that look at the problems of reverse migration. If we can stop that, you would become an entrepreneur around that. Set up KPOs out there. Why can't those KPOs and BPOs being built in rural places, why it's there in only metro cities? So I think if we have the right problems, we have the problem statements, it's just that the solution needs to be come out, and let's just create such kind of problem statements together, and we would find more and more entrepreneurs from those particular places as well.
Great, Udayji, to share your thoughts that how this co-create, connect, and collaboration can be built in this current ecosystem. So, coming to you, Dr. Sahu, there is a very notable change nowadays. Government is also supporting the private industries and private institutions for creation of all these ecosystems. They are providing all kind of necessary supports to the private players. सो गॉन आर द डेज जब गवर्नमेंट जो है केवल गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस को ही सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड किया करती थी, बट ऐसा अभी कुछ भी नहीं है आज के डेट में, और एवरीवन इज ट्रीटेड इक्वली. So, what is your view on this? That how these particular things are going to take up shape in further future?
I'm completely agree with you. There is a change of mindset, and we have lot of things learned from this corona. And this corona has created a opportunity in this challenging, and India has beautifully got Covishield and Covaxin in this challenging ecosystem, and these are the private industries who have given the hope to the million people to mitigate the challenge of this pandemic. So there is a global optimism towards India, and as I told earlier, one issues today in India we are having is that the mindset, because this is government, this is private. The discrimination today, day by day, going down, not going up. And lot of, policy. Today we have a national educational policy, national innovation startup policy 2019, a guiding framework for higher educational institution. And government has come out. If government is telling to his own professor to start a company, that means he is creating some liability. Let's have you do business, give the product to the nation. Let's fulfill the dream of Mahatma Gandhi, self-reliance and homegrown idea. So today government understand, and who is government? You, me, all are government. We are part of the government. How we are mitigating the challenge, connecting the dot, and also advising and submitting our management or the system, so that we can, because system can create an ecosystem. And if we join, we can create an enabling ecosystem. And today, earlier, it was very difficult to access a IS officer. Now, IS officer are very, very comfortable connected in mobile also. They can give, once they come, yes, they have many liabilities, many responsibilities. They give they give priority to their own work and own mindset. So today, all the bureaucrat became also a technocrat and also out of box, and they themselves understand in this challenging situation, because today bureaucracy is ruling the nation because of the system. So we have to, and in the recent time how some of our leader from Niti Aayog has making the difference, getting extension also because of the credibility of doing something for the nation and nation building. So aaj ki date mein there is no age, because today, yesterday you have seen how the young leader are going to mitigate the challenge. So the government understand, the people understand. Now collaboration is, because you have some strength, I have some strengths. Let's collaborate and complement with each other. That is the beauty today we have to learn. And ultimately the message has gone to the bottom of the pyramid. And because we are facing a lot of challenge today, and India is one of the biggest challenge for India is today infringement issues, and another is import of technology. And these are the two issues we have to mitigate, and then only we are going to achieve our goal, that is United Nations Sustainable Development Goal by 2035. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr. Sahu, for enlightening the government perspective for all the policy support which government is trying to provide to the private industries and even the private institutions. So coming to you, Mr. Uday, we talked about the challenges of the incubation centers, how the things was and how things are going to be. So considering the current scenario, we have to break down these geographical things, geographical barriers. So we will have to see some pointers related to virtual incubation, as you are also connected with the government organization. We are also connected with the government organizations, and we are trying to develop and create this kind of ecosystem. So what is your say that how altogether we can go for virtual incubation programs across the country?
This is really interesting. I mean, the question that you really asked about how do we really work on the virtual incubation front. Um, I think one of the things. So if you would see the genesis of incubation or the word incubation, where it came from, this is all US concept, right? Garage se shuru hua tha, incubation center, and still the mindset and everywhere all across the globe. When you say incubation center, most of the times people feel that's co-working space. I think that is what one of the things that we really need to move away, and that's what COVID has really taught us. That it's not just the physical infrastructure; it's the what I call it as, for incubation. There are two infrastructure: the hard infrastructure, that is technology, labs, and all, and the other is the soft infrastructure. I think that's where we really need to work more on the soft infrastructure part of it. How do we really get the best of the resources, mentors? How do we really add value to the startup, not just by providing space, but adding value in their journey as a leader, so they can be a great leader as well, even if they don't really continue with their existing venture, but they learn from it and move on. I think that's very important within this. So the point out here I'm trying to make is the virtual incubation centers, the best way is to show the impact that the incubation center has created through its services or offerings. That is all virtual. So again, you can put it into a bucket and then see that you have a physical infrastructure, the hard infrastructure and the soft infrastructure. And if you would ask me personally, I think it's always the soft infrastructure that's going to have more of a value than the hard infrastructure part of it. That doesn't mean that we are undermining hard infrastructure. That's required at certain stages as well. But if at all in the journey of an entrepreneur, if you would say lab to market, or if you would say validation of ideas, giving pilot opportunities, giving seed fund, giving access to the right mentors, corporates, I think that is where any incubation center would succeed. So I think at this moment, the way we are going, and what that really means is, it gives us more scope to service or offer our services to more and more entrepreneurs across, and not just by India. It could be beyond India as well. I think that's another thing that I would like to bring in. I believe that we really work in a sort of a mindset which is more about that it's only the Indian startups, but maybe over a period of time, certain startups or NRIs that are there outside and want to come back, maybe we could closely work with them as well, with now virtual being the kind of only operational word out there. And that's the space that everyone is in. So maybe we should really work on those things, create those cases, have those impact, and then go back to the government, go back to the authorities and say that, hey, this is the model that everyone needs to adapt to. And I believe that we will really do a good job around it. And I mean, why to really kind of fix ourselves or fixated on those virtual or in physical sort of it. Incubation, I believe, is incubation, whether that's virtual or physical. I mean, let's not differentiate. But surely there is a lot of value that I see that through virtual incubation, and a lot of scope for incubation centers as well in this virtual world.
Great. You have rightly pointed out that virtual and physical ये word ही नहीं होना चाहिए. Incubation तो incubation हम कैसे भी करेंगे, right? So rightly pointed out, and I think we both as a AIC can propose this model to government. Is it okay, Sahu sir? Sir, you are on mute.
Yes. The best, I mean, today India need a best case study. And also I would like to tell you, unfortunately, we believe that international system of innovation, our ecosystem is completely different. We are in a different dynamic of system. We believe in Vasudevam Kutumbakam. Our thought process is knowledge must be free and accessible. And we talked about global, I mean, knowledge power. But at the same time, I would like to tell you, knowledge must be acknowledged. The way, because today we are in a IP driven ecosystem and intellectual property, and we are WTO ecosystem, and we are part of that. And there are a lot of issues, particularly from the startup. My personal observation that this should not come. We should not recycle the wheel. We must come out with the novel idea, and also we have, you can see, we have number of, highest number of research organization. We have CSIR, we have ICR, we have ICMR, and there are a lot of proven technologies there. And also startups should come and join with them, because that is also one of the lacuna we have, that many startup, as Udayji told, the idea, and when you are making that idea into a process and product, there are a lot of channel and process are there to mitigate the challenge in terms of value addition, in terms of scouting, in kind of data, in the form of validation. But we have the technology available in our lab, and they are ready to transfer. So how we can connect them? That is very, very important, because that is a public money we are spending for the research and development. Unfortunately, we don't have that US kind of Bayh-Dole Act, that is a publicly funded protection of intellectual property bill. अगर वो होता तो आज की डेट में हमारा जितने भी पब्लिक इंस्टीट्यूशन है, कभी, क्योंकि काफी रिसर्च होता है, पब्लिकेशन कर देते हैं, बट यू सी इन यूएस, वहां पे हर चीज आपको, इवन एनीथिंग, नथिंग इज फ्री देयर. सो वी मस्ट नॉट बी फ्री फॉर एवरीथिंग, बिकॉज एक बार कोई भी चीज फ्री होता है ना, लोगों का सोच बदल जाता है. तो वी हैव टू टारगेट अप्रोप्रिएटली एंड कनेक्टिंग डॉट इज वेरी, क्योंकि हम जब गांव जाते हैं, गांव में आप देखेंगे वहां पे नौकरी नहीं है आज की डेट में, वो सबको, दिस इज वेल प्रूफ कि जॉब नहीं है मार्केट में. जॉब हम कैसे कर पाएंगे? जॉब हम कर सकते हैं इंडस्ट्री में, और इंडस्ट्री कौन करेगा? वही स्टार्टअप तो इंडस्ट्री बनेगा ना. मैं 2010 में एक स्टार्टअप कंपनीज को हम लोग उसी टाइम उनको टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर कर रहे थे. आज की डेट में वो स्टार्टअप नहीं रहा. Around 2,000 people are getting livelihood from that company today. So that is the contribution. आप देखो 2000 लोग जहाँ पे रोजी रोटी मिल रहा है, और वो आदमी कितना, उसी टाइम आप 2009-10 की बात में बता रहा हूँ, वहां पे तो जब हम स्टार्टअप और एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बोलते थे, ओनली NSTDB जो नेशनल साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप बोर्ड का ही एक था स्टार्टअप के एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, वो भी ज्यादा सरकारी था. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है, अभी सब कुछ लोगों का सोच बदल गया है. अभी हमको एक कोलैबोरेशन चाहिए, and that collaboration, I think we must not discuss about policy, because we have all policy. आज की कौन सा पॉलिसी नहीं है देखो हमारे देश में. We have startup policy, we have innovation policy, we have science technology innovation policy 2020, we have NFP national education policy. Policy के जगह अभी हम how we can coordinate, collaborate, and that is very, very important. आप देखो हमारे एकेडमिया के बारे में बताना, मैं चाइना गया था एक इनोवेशन स्टडी में. वी हैड ए टास्क फोर्स फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. चाइना में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिसर्च है, कोलैबोरेटिव रिसर्च है, ग्रांटीनेट रिसर्च है, मेनी मोर रिसर्च. हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में 900 यूनिवर्सिटी हिंदुस्तान में है, लेकिन यू गो एंड सी एनी काइंड ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिसर्च, दे डू नॉट हैव. चाइना में कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी जाओगे, वहां का अगर एक यंग प्रोफेसर के पास अगर कोलैबोरेशन है, रिसर्च फंडिंग है, उसको अच्छा बिजली पानी, अच्छा कमरा मिलता है. अगर सीनियर प्रोफेसर को भी कमरा नहीं मिलता है, उसको कॉमन रूम में बैठ के तनख्वाह लेके पढ़ा के जाना पड़ता है. तो हमको ऐसे करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि वी हैव टू क्रिएट जॉब. अगर एक प्रोजेक्ट मिलता है तो 10 रिसर्च एसोसिएट आते हैं, रिसर्च फेलो बनते हैं, वहां से उसी एकेडमी में आप 5 नौकरी दे सकते हो. एंड दैट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर टुडे.
बिल्कुल सही कहा सर आपने, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं सर. अभी की ऑल पॉलिसीज आर एट प्लेस फ्रॉम ऑल द मिनिस्ट्रीज. सारी चीजें अभी रिलीज हो चुकी हैं. नाउ देयर इज अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ कनेक्शंस, कोलैबोरेशंस, को क्रिएशंस. सो ये सारी चीजों को हम लोग जरूर पूरा करेंगे साथ में मिलकर के. सो नाउ वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ डिस्कशन. सो final last say and conclusion of this discussion. So we are coming to Uday ji, and then finally I will again come to you, Sahu sir. So challenges हैं, problems हैं, ये हम सब जानते हैं, और उसके बारे में हम बात भी करते हैं. Now we have to take up certain steps to overcome this particular things. सो अगर यदि हम बात करें कि एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, प्राइवेट इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, इंक्यूबेटर्स हैं, इन सबको साथ में मिलकर के एक दूसरे के साथ हाथ जोड़ करके चलना है, और फिर आगे सक्सेस क्रिएट करने हैं, सक्सेस स्टोरीज क्रिएट करने हैं, एंड दिस जर्नी विल गो ऑन. सो द पॉइंट ऑफ डिस्कशन टू यू उदय जी इज दैट व्हाटएवर बी द पॉसिबल अपकमिंग चैलेंजेस आर देयर, दैट इज फाइन, बट हाउ टू टेक द नेक्स्ट स्टेप्स? What are the certain steps through which we can go ahead and we can go further for the Atmanirbhar Bharat?
Yes, I think that's the need of the hour, what you really said. And I believe COVID has taught us a lot on the Atmanirbharta and how you could be self-sufficient. And that's one particular point. More than, so I would always say that rather than thinking that what we can really do to the country, I think that's most important out there is how we are contributing or giving back to the society through our work and efforts. And I think all incubation centers out there really need to make certain take certain steps. So one of the things that I've seen is a lot of incubation centers uh, don't have the self-sustainability mode as such. I think that's very important. And if you would see now, there are handful. When you would ask that government grant ke baad kya hua, so certain incubation centers don't have those particular set of impact. I think more than India, I would love to talk and restrict myself to only incubation centers in this particular thing, because that's what we represent in this forum. About the government, I'm sure Dr. Sahu is capable enough and knowledgeable enough to talk about that. So I'll leave it to Dr. Sahu on that front about India. But for the incubation center, I have certain thoughts that I would love to share. So one is the self-sustainable model of incubation center. I think that's very important, that needs to be built. I think we need to move away from that physical model and then create more of a remote come physical, or maybe more of a from a co-working space model. What we really spoke about is adding value to the startups. I think that's what another thing that incubation center will have to really look at. The third thing, I think the most challenging part would be for all incubation center is the branding and positioning of their incubation centers. I think that's another thing, that really how we differentiate ourselves from other centers, because every day there has been some one or new centers that are being established with the help of government funding or corporate or private player coming into this space. And how would we really kind of sustain and really create our own branding and presence and positioning within the ecosystem is what we really need to look at it. The fourth part, I think that's the most challenging part for us, and we really need to look at when we establish incubation center, is our team. Because I think the processes and everything that's been done by people, and we really need to hire the talent and then make people understand that if you are a part of incubation industry, and most of the incubation centers are not for profit, and it's very difficult to get the right talent out there. I think we really need to come together and then see exactly how we can hire the best of the talent, retain them, and provide incentives for such kind of people within the industry as well. And the last but the most important part is monitoring and evaluation. I think that's another part that we really need to take up. And if we take up those particular things, I think whatever challenges that we are speaking about will automatically get addressed. If at all now we are able to show the impact report through our monitoring and evaluation, we are able to show the processes and maybe systems out there. So it's not just individual like Dr. Avinash Thakur running AIC Pinnacle or Uday Makawala running AIC RMP. It has to be a kind of people driven with those systems and those impact that needs to be created and go back to the government, so that at the end of the day, it's not about the challenges within the industry. We are able to contribute and contribute good for the country as such. So that's what my thought was.
Thank you. Great. All your whatever be the points you have highlighted, all points are very mind-boggling, and it requires to be channelized in proper manner, and then definitely we are going to overcome all these challenges. So coming to you, Dr. Sahu, आपसे समझना चाहेंगे कि जो आपने बात कही कि अब माइंडसेट बदल चुका है, लोगों को अब साथ में जुड़ने की जरूरत है, साथ में काम करने की जरूरत है. वी हैव टू वर्क टुगेदर, वी हैव टू जॉइन हैंड्स टुगेदर, सो वी कैन से दैट टुगेदर वी कैन एंड वी विल मेक अ डिफरेंस वाली बात जो है उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. सो व्हाट इज योर से दैट इफ यू वांट टू अचीव द गोल ऑफ आत्मनिर्भर भारत, क्या करना चाहिए?
Avinash ji, actually that the question what you asked me, I was in Delhi 2 years back and I moved to Visakhapatnam, and I am sitting at Innovation Valley. So I mean last 19 years I was in Delhi. My all my education I did from there also. But thing is that I was there as a Delhi. When I came to Visakhapatnam, for me as an individual, when I came alone first, then I took my family, because I was eating there in Delhi roti. Here in South India getting roti just आपको सर तोड़ना पड़ेगा रोटी, तो मुझे आता नहीं था रोटी. The thing is that I have to learn, and I have to mitigate my own risk at my own place. और वही एक आत्मनिर्भर भारत है, वही एक छोटा सा मेरा एक पहलू है जो आपको बताना था. एंड इवन आई विल जस्ट compliment and supplement to Uday ji. Today every region has some kind of strength and weakness, and as far as the incubation center today, I would like to tell you, the incubation in Maharashtra has their own strength because there are some opportunity and some of the challenge are there. So it is the high time for the incubation center to mitigate their challenge what their region is facing, because then only they will be ornament to their locality. And today I would like to tell you another issues. Skill is more important when we are talking about incubation center. Skill development for everyone, how we are communicating and also coordinating, skill is more important. And also we must be connect to the root, because I am in Visakhapatnam. I would like to tell you there are many grassroots innovation are there, and some of the very innovative products are there. We must have to register as a community product, that is in the form of geographical indication of goods. Alfonso mango, Kullu sal, Bikaner bhujia, Agra ka petha, Odisha rasgulla, Bengali rasgulla. These are the community who are making it. Let's brand it. और उसको ही हम एक सोवेनियर में लोगों को देते हैं, ब्रांड पहुंचेगा. और आज के कल ही हमारे मिनिस्टर बोल रहे थे ब्रांड प्रमोशन इज नीड ऑफ द आवर. तो एक्चुअली वी हैव टू लुक इनटू दैट एस्पेक्ट, क्योंकि हर इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर का एक स्ट्रेंथ है. आपका जो स्ट्रेंथ है, आपका रीजन के जो चैलेंज है उसको मिटिगेट कर सकता है. उड़ीसा का बिकॉज बीइंग ओडिया, आई एम ओडिया, बट आई एम सिटी, आई मीन, but I would like to tell you, if you talk about artificial intelligence in Odisha, you will not get that kind of thing. What you will get, Odisha is a state, and it is a state of agrarian economy. There is an opportunity of agriculture, food processing, horticulture, because you will get raw materials, you will get government policy plan is also there, and you can connect the dot. But, so that's why my submission to all, I mean, thing, we have to take our own strength. हमको हमारा strength दिखाना है. Ultimately हर आदमी में एक weakness होता है, लेकिन strength को आगे बढ़ाना है. बाद में हम अपना weakness को बढ़ा ये कर strength करते रहेंगे. So that is need of the hour कि how as a incubation center in a region we can make the difference regionally, then we will ultimately connect to nationally and internationally. Thank you, Avinash ji.
Thank you, Dr. Sahu, for enlightening through your all kind words and visionary statements and visionary thoughts that how all this ecosystem can be created. So we are having participants. They have joined at 10 and they are still there. And parallelly हम बार बार चेक भी कर रहे थे, उनको बोल रहे थे वीडियो ऑन करके दिखाओ. ऐसा तो नहीं कि केवल सामने से आप म्यूट मोड पे हो. So all these things we are trying to do, and very soon we are going to host one physical program at Pune, and we are happy to host all of you over there in Pune. So now we are moving towards the last conclusion of this program. So before going further, I would like to invite any of the participants, those who have joined at 10 o'clock and still they are there. So they would like to share some experience about the program, then we will go for conclusion.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Prashant. Yeah.
So I'm Prashant Mani from ADCET, Anna Saheb Dange College of Engineering, Asta. So we are working here as an incubation part of college, our college. Sir, this basically this workshop gives an again a very good persons and technical things that we got very good opportunity for working on that topic. Say like cars, electricity cars and carless again trucks they have said, then Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, so we got very good opportunity topic so that we can cultivate these things in for our students also, so they can get motivated, and such a sessions also will organize for our students also. We are interested.
Sure, Prashant ji. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So I think Mr. Praveen Desai would like to say something. Yes, Mr. Praveen.
Well, hello, good evening, everyone. This is Praveen Desai from Ajinkya Patil University. Well, the entire session, as you know, right, we are in the process of developing a fabric of innovation and entrepreneurship across the country. And a big hats off to the initiatives such as Startup India and Made in India. Well, the sessions such as upcoming opportunities in the morning, then challenging responsibilities of incubators in today's scenario, then forecasting startup success. All these sessions were very insightful, and the speakers, resource persons have done a fantastic thought processes in this entire session. So I would like to thank AIC Pinnacle for organizing such event, and we are happy to associate with such an elegant institution in forming the nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Praveen, for your kind words. So, if any participant is having any kind of question, query, points of discussion, they would like analyst, they would like to have some points of discussion with Udayji and Dr. Sahu. So please unmute yourself and you can ask your questions. Yes, Mr. Gajraji. Yeah, please.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for organizing such a nice low engagement program on startup forecasting. Unfortunately, I did not join at 10 o'clock, but as soon as I got this message, I joined, and it was wonderful throughout the day. So congratulations for that, and nice having to listen to Mr. Uday Wankawala again. It's a very nice Udayji. Only one question is that how that virtual incubation can be taken forward. Because being a tier 3 city like Nanded, for us, this virtual incubation is a great concept. The only thing is that how exactly it is going to be realized, that is really unknown for me.
So Udayji, would you like to take this?
Yeah, sure. So Dr. Gajre, first and foremost, when we say any incubation, I mean, at the end of the day, what really works is the matrix, right? What is it that you are really going to offer, and what is it that you have as your strength, as Dr. Sahu also said. So if we really kind of work on those particular criteria and also understand that, because virtual, that's going to be very tricky in a way that what kind of startups and what kind of ideas that you are going to invite in your virtual incubation. If at all, if we start from right from onboarding of such startups and selection criteria to what all offerings, and then at the end of the day, when you say that this incubatees have moved out or graduated out of your virtual incubation, what is it that you will really kind of evaluate and assess? If at all 3 parameters are kind of being laid down very clearly, what that really means is virtual doesn't mean that you are going to have any of those ideas or any of those startups. You really need to know exactly what all ways through which in your network and mentors you can provide those offerings or services to those incubators. If that is
actually I was coming to that only. If we have time, I can just tell. Before even starting virtual incubation, I think it is a necessity of virtual mentorship.
Yes.
And if the AICs of, say, for example, AIC RMP or even Avinash ji and other startup ecosystem development managers, if they start program of virtual mentorship, then slowly we will move towards virtual incubation also. So that is my view. So if you can take this forward, it will be a great help. Sorry.
Yes, Dr. Suhas, definitely we are there for you along with Mr. Udayji for all this journey, and we will connect off call for all this kind of supports. So any other participant would like to interact with the panelists? Dr. Aditya, would you like to interact with any of our guests? So I think we have reached to the last part.
Yeah, I hope so. My voice is audible.
Yes, Dr. Aditya, please go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick feedback. What I have observed from today's session, a bit of a reluctant for initial sessions because sessions have not been appreciated from myself. But today, when I've heard a lot of opportunities and about the successful entrepreneurs, in the sessions, their stories, and not merely the stories, but their dedication in bringing up this particular incubation into a physical aspect and virtually getting connected seems to be a bit of challenging and also a bit of changing perspective in these times. So definitely, there are a lot of central sector schemes which we are also currently working it out, understanding about the eligibility criteria and whether it sets up into the medical field or not. Over the time, we would be looking ahead for AIC Pinnacle in coming up with some of the new incubations and about the collaborations with other members about it. So, and with the last two speakers, definitely there is a lot of hope which you have provided us. And definitely in upcoming times, we'll be looking ahead for more collaborations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Dr. Aditya, for providing your genuine feedback. And definitely we are looking forward for connections and collaborations. So now I would like to thank all the participants, our panelists, Dr. B.K. Sahu, Mr. Udayji, for enlightening all the community, for providing all the guidance, mentoring supports, giving all the thought-provoking pointers from there. They can, all the participants can take away, and then the lots of thought-provoking will go on in their mind, and definitely we can go for co-creation, collaboration, and all the collaborative work. So you all have given us a priceless thing, that is time, and you all have given us this time. So मुसाफिर हम भी हैं, मुसाफिर तुम भी हो, फिर कभी किसी मोड़ पे जरूर मुलाकात होगी. So thanks a lot to all the participants and all the panelist member for staying with us. AIC Pinnacle is one of the incubator platform which is supported under a flagship initiative of Niti Aayog, Government of India, Ministry of MSME, that is Mighty Startup Hub, and Ministry of MSME. And from the industry side, it is supported from Pinnacle Group of Industries. Our chairman, CMD, is Mr. Sudhir Mehta. And I, CEO, Mr. Avinash Thakur, would like to thank all the participants, all the panelists, those who joined from 10 o'clock. I would like to thank Dr. Bindu, our chief guest for today. She is a former secretary of Technology Development Board, Government of India. So thanks a lot to all the participants and all the panelists.
Thank you.